What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a story for y'all about a cringe individual that I was in contact with in high school. Arguably one of the cringiest people to ever exist. I would say they're up there. It was this kid who was crazy addicted to Minecraft, also never showered, and was also really bossy. Not a good combination. Nothing wrong with being addicted to the Minecraft, right? I get it, but you can't also suck and be bossy. Like, that's just a wombo combo that's not fantastic. Regardless, I figured it would be a pretty good video that you guys are going to enjoy, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, press the like button or no joke, no scam. You're going to get hacked by this kid. And without further ado, let's get into it. Wow, wow.
I'm getting quiet now, laying low when you reach, so I'm wiping down, making out, stack the bread.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think school is a pretty important thing to go to because, you know, it kind of just prepares you for the fact that there's some people in the world that you just gotta just learn how to deal with, you know? They're not the most exciting people to deal with. In fact, I would say they're quite the opposite, but it is good training to, like, deal with people that suck. And this story's about somebody that really sucked. This took place in my junior year. I came to class one day, you know, sat next to these people that I didn't really know too well, and one of the guys at the table was someone that I had seen around school plenty of times before, just kind of walking around. I had never really had a chat with him or anything. His name's going to be, we're gonna name him Sam for the purpose of this story, okay? Because I have a lot of friends named Sam, and I don't want people to figure out who this is. And, you know, Sam, as I said, I'd seen him around before, but I'd never really gotten close to him. And now that I was sitting at this table with him, one of the first things that I noticed is that he had a very particular stench to him. And when I say stench, I don't mean like cologne, I don't mean like deodorant. I mean this dude straight up smelt like the piracy. And not the internet kind. Like, you know, the 1800s pirates that had scurvy, dude? Like, their toenails would be falling off. They never showered. Like, imagine how that would smell. And then imagine walking into a classroom and sitting near someone that smelt like that. I literally could not believe that somebody, like, could smell this bad and not be aware of it, dude. Like, there's no way he wasn't able to smell himself. And I look at the other people at the table, and I just start laughing. This is not something that I'm necessarily proud of, but it just is something that I do. When I'm uncomfortable or in a situation that I just think is, like, weird or out there, I just start laughing. There's nothing I can do to control it. It's literally like a little tick. I remember one time, man, I came home from school. My dad looked, like, really sad on the couch. I'm laughing. It's not funny thinking of this story. And he was like, Ryan, you know, your grandpa's in the hospital. And I was crying and laughing at the same time because I was just so, like, uncomfortable with the information. So I'm very uncomfortable to be sitting next to this guy. I don't want to be rude and tell him he stinks, but, like, I'm just giggling because that's just what I do when I'm in an uncomfortable spot. And so he looks at me and he's like, what are you laughing at? And I'm just kind of like, oh, nothing. And he's like, no, what's so funny? Like, if you think it's so funny, share it with the table. And I really don't know what to say because I don't want to insult him. I don't want to be rude, but I'm laughing at how he smells. So I just say, I thought of a really funny joke that my friend told me earlier, and it just keeps replaying in my head. I'm sorry. And he kind of rolls his eyes at me. And this is the first interaction I've had with this dude other than smelling him. And he's like, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Will you do me a favor and just try to keep it down? I'm trying to focus. Which, like, alright, fair enough. I guess I was giggling too much, but at the same time, dude, come on. Like, class hadn't even started yet. I was just giggling. Not to mention, I'm giggling at your stench. Like, okay, let's just relax. I could tell he was going to be a little bit of a bossy know-it-all, you know, and so sure enough, teacher comes in, you're sitting together, blah, 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 here's the project, da-da-da-da-da, and it ends up being something that we have to do as a little table, like the little group of people. And when the paper gets passed out, there was two girls, me and this kid at this table. One of the girls grabs it and reads the instructions and says, we have to do XXXX, like the 3 steps. So whatever, I'm like, all right, I start getting ready to do the 3 steps. But for whatever reason, this Sam kid is like, I'm gonna double check the instructions because I just don't necessarily believe that you guys are able to comprehend them that quickly. Which, like, damn, bro, that's pretty rude. We are reading the instructions on a worksheet in class. We're not reading the Declaration of Independence. I'm pretty sure we can read it. Anyways, that was the attitude this guy had. Just like, I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you, all this stuff. And so we finished our project pretty quickly. Believe it or not, we were right about the steps. And so we get done and we're just kind of sitting there talking, and because nobody at the table really knew each other, we just kind of started like talking about what we liked, what were our hobbies. And this kid starts talking about how most people play video games, but they're not very highbrow games. They're not games that take a lot of skill or effort or energy or strategy to them. And he just feels like people who play games like that aren't that smart, which is why he plays Minecraft. And when he says that, I honestly can't believe my ears, bro. Like, listen, I understand that Call of Duty's a pretty mindless game. Most popular games you could call quote-unquote mindless. I think it still takes a lot of skill to get good at it, but, whatever. I can understand where you're coming from. But how are you going to be talking crap about how other games are stupid and, there's no skill involved, and you're playing the game where you can literally just punch a tree to, like, get everything you need? This game does not take a lot of skill. I literally play it all the time as gameplay on this channel. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I like Minecraft. But it's weird to be calling everybody stupid and claiming that you're a super strategic, smart genius because you play the block game, bro. So, the first day I've known him, I know that he thinks he's better than me, he thinks the video games I play are stupid, and he smells bad. That's what I know, dude. You would think somebody that is thinking so deeply in strategy that they're a professional Minecraft player would also realize that showering might, benefit the situation, but no. He's just a genius in strategy, not showering. So whatever, I leave that day, and I just can't really believe that, that person exists. I just think it's kind of funny. But when I go back the next day, I can't even believe my eyes even more. So he had told me that they really liked Minecraft. I believed him. It's the smartest game to ever exist. So much strategy, all that stuff. But one thing that I didn't expect was for the kid to come to school the next day in a creeper hoodie. Keep in mind, we're like juniors in high school, so whatever, nothing wrong with that. Wear your creeper hoodie. But the strangest thing is this man is sitting in class with the hood all the way zipped up. The creeper hoodies that you could become the creeper? He is just sitting there, in the creeper hoodie, zipped up all the way. You can't see his face. And this creeper hoodie is not in good shape. This was not a new hoodie. This thing was covered in, I don't know what the stains were. I don't want to know what the stains were, but this thing basically looked like a Jackson Pollock painting. This thing was just covered in stains, and I could smell him probably about the same time I could see him. As I walked in and see the creeper, I just kind of get this waft of just BO and Manwich and Sloppy Joe and 3 hot dogs that have been boiled for too long. It was just overwhelming. And I'm kind of like, oh, hey, man, nice hoodie. Nothing wrong with wearing the hoodie, like I said. Just kind of weird to have it full zipped up in the middle of class. And instead of, replying with words, he just looks at me and goes, makes a creeper noise, bro. Makes a creeper noise. And so I'm like, oh, all right, this is kind of bizarre. And I was the first other person at the table, so the other ones come in, they kind of see the same thing. And when they say hi to him, he also hisses at them in creeper. And at this point, I'm really hoping that, it's not going to be this situation, but I'm starting to think that he might be role-playing as a creeper, and we're just going to have to deal with this all day. So sure enough, the teacher comes in, she starts taking roll, it gets to his name, he does a creeper noise in response, she thinks it's weird, but whatever, rolls on. We get another little worksheet to do as a table. This teacher, wasn't exactly, the best teacher, so this was our normal routine, worksheets together. And we're trying to ask this guy questions, trying to figure stuff out as a group, and every time we're asking him anything, he's only replying in creeper sounds. He's not saying words, he's not answering anything, he's not writing stuff down. Fine, you want to talk in creeper, that's cool. Then can you write your answers down on the worksheet, help us out a little bit? No, this man was dedicated to role-playing as a creeper. And I know what a creeper is. I play Minecraft. I played Minecraft then. I know what a creeper is. But the other girls at our table just think this guy is wearing a weird hoodie and hissing at them. They don't really know what's going on. So after about 2 minutes of him hissing and being absolutely useless on this worksheet, one of the girls goes, okay, are you gonna help us, or should I just go tell the teacher that you're gonna be a freak today? You know what I mean? Which is fair. All right, this is annoying, stop hissing at me. And when that happens, he finally decides to talk words, and he goes, I'm not being a freak, I'm a creeper. You would know that if you played Minecraft, but you're probably too dumb to understand it anyways. Yeah, bro, this girl is too dumb to understand Minecraft. It's just not a very hard game to understand. It's just not. And even then, what does understanding the video game Minecraft of collect resources, stay alive, have to do with you pretending to be an animal from Minecraft to the point where you're not talking? I get Minecraft, and I still don't really know what you're going for, bro. Why would you want to pretend to be a creeper? The name itself should let you know that that's a no-go. You shouldn't want to be a creeper, bro. That's not what you want. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. If you take a look at your screen now, you'll see a gift card code. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card in every single video I post here on the channel as a way to say thank you to you guys for subscribing and turning on those notifications. So if you haven't already, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss another video. And yeah, I give away free money so you got nothing to lose. And thank you very much for everyone that already has them on. I will shut up and get back to the video now. Thanks. Anyways, the girl predictably doesn't really know what he's talking about. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna go tell the teacher. So she just gets up, goes, talks to the teacher. The teacher comes over and is like, all right, what seems to be the problem? You know that you can't be talking in made up languages during class. Like, you have to work as a team. And now Minecraft Kid is still zipped up in the creeper costume, by the way. He still hasn't unzipped it. And he starts arguing with the teacher about how, you know, it's his constitutional right to dress this way, and the freedom of speech protects talking like a creeper. And the teacher, you know, is kind of like, all right, great, we're going to be in one of these discussions. So she just shuts it down quick, and she goes, you're right, it does protect your right to wear the creeper costume and hiss, but it doesn't protect your grade, so I'm gonna give you a 0 unless you take off the hoodie and start working with them. And at that point, the kid in the creeper costume finally succumbs. He like unzips his hoodie. Sam reveals himself from inside the creeper mask. And before the teacher leaves, bro, I don't know if she had just had enough with this patience for the month or the year or like what the deal was. And then she also says, also, do not wear that hoodie in my class again. It smells disgusting. Which, hey, man, I wasn't going to complain about someone finally telling this dude that he needed to wash the clothes or wash himself. One or the other. You gotta be washing something, preferably both. In an ideal world, you're washing everything. But you can't be wearing a hoodie that's stiff enough to walk on its own and then not showering. Because that wombo combo is going to overwhelm anyone, dude. Prison guards would be trying to throw up if they smelt this thing. Obviously, that kind of embarrassed him, and he ends up zipping back up his hoodie from embarrassment. But whatever, I think the point got across because he did the rest of the assignment in English, right? So, anyways, all is all, blah, 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 blah. We finish the school day. It's awkward. We come back the next day to him in the same creeper hoodie, right, which he wasn't supposed to wear, zipped up. I say hi. This time, he hisses at me again. And, you know, I wasn't gonna go snitch. I'm just not gonna go tell the teacher. I don't care. But when the girls came in, they did, because they were not dealing with it again. I don't blame them. Their grade, they cared a lot about their grades. I, like, barely graduated. Whatever. It happens. They were not going to deal with this and have their grade go down. So sure enough, the teacher comes over. She's like, I told you not to wear this hoodie. What is wrong with you? Go to the dean's office. Da-da-da-da-da. You're getting dress coded. You're so disrespectful in my class. And instead of this time, you know, using English to communicate with the teacher, Sam decided that since he was already getting in trouble, he's already going to the office, he might as well just commit to the whole creeper act. So he just kept hissing. He started hissing at the teacher. And then when he started hissing at the teacher, she started thinking that it was a threat. She started being like, are you threatening me right now? Are you threatening to attack me? Like, that's what a cat does before it attacks someone. And at that point, the dean people like came to get the kid from the class because I guess it was going to be an issue. And she starts telling them that like he was just threatening to attack her and stuff. And now he's talking in English, trying to clear up that the hissing doesn't mean that he was going to attack her. The only problem was, dude, and this is so funny. He's obsessed with Minecraft, right? His explanation instead is that creepers hiss before they blow up. So he was just warning her to back up before he explodes, which does not exactly calm down the people that were coming to remove you from the classroom. So sure enough, he gets taken out of there real quick with his backpack, everything. They take him to the deans. They're searching him. The teacher, you know, they're like, are you okay? But yeah, after that, I think what ended up going on is he got moved into a different class for sure. I think the teacher was like, I don't feel safe teaching him, you know, he threatened to blow up in my class. He was talking about a creeper, but you guys get the point. And so I didn't see him anymore in class. I saw him around school sometimes, never again in the creeper hoodie though. But yeah, he got moved out of that class after that. But regardless, that's the story time of the Minecraft kid that never showered that I had to deal with. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought. If you really want to support the channel, you can check out the intro song, link down below. You can also use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. Gets you a discount on G Fuel, helps me out. And of course, if you want more content, my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, can be found down there too. Last but certainly not least, if you want some merch, look at your screen now and you'll see the coolest merch to ever exist in the history of the planet, which can also be yours by visiting the description. And yeah, on that note, guys, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.